Another new body to test out. As you see, the power of the Maskmaker is very useful. A king must survey his realm, after all. Especially since I first retreated to my castle, and the bridges began to crumble, their bodies to grow still. An alchemist. They harvested the various poisonous products of the swamp for potion making. You'll need iron grass shoots to make this mask. I've seen this basket before. Anyway, this will come in handy. That building there, that looks promising. My swamp-dwelling subjects, the inhabitants of these swamps, were masters at creating dyes and medicines from the noxious effluvia of the swamp. They even traded with the people of the forest above. But their time is long past. A shoot of iron grass, essential for masks of the forest and swamp. And it adds a little note of freshness besides.
You'll use this dummy head to hold masks as you work on them.
You are in the service of the mask. The riddle is to know what the mask expects from you at the moment you wear it.
The stink of corruption. A vast parasitic fungus took root in these swamps long ago, and now it has spread more even than I realized. I nearly had to turn back last time I visited these swamps, and now... Still, overcoming challenges is what apprenticeship is all about. Good. Here you can mix potions. There are many recipes, but only one that helps clear a path through fungus growth. Let's get to work, potion maker. The potion is some kind of fungicide. Have you looked at the recipe? Notes from the surgeons. My old master's sickness grew slowly, so slowly, that I barely noticed. Perhaps he masked it from me out of care. Love, even. But I was not ready when the mask fell.
Follow my gestures and come to the tower. Find the truth.
What was that? Something strange just happened. Oh, the statue is awakened? Or maybe you are able to enter the towers then. Yes, hurry. Go find the 3 fragments of the ancient master's mask. They're scattered in the towers. Bring them to me at my castle, and with that raw material, we shall design a new mask fit for a true master. Together, of course. Smells like a bit of a mishmash, but I think this will be effective on the fungus. Now, we can breathe a little. See, spikes of reed adorn his mask. Was this one a gatherer too? I don't remember anymore. My poor loyal subjects.
It's time to expand your mask making. The masks always demand more variety. Every plain mask can also be expanded with wooden extensions to unlock new designs.
Don't worry if you put the fungicide down somewhere and lose it. Another will appear back at the potion mixing bench. A theatre announcement. My old master did speciality work for the travelling players who had come to town, but he never allowed me to see their shows. He said their magic was different to ours. Well, naturally I snuck out to see, but hiding among the ropes backstage, I could only see the sweat and the wig strings, not the masked performance. Not until I saw the actors emerge afterwards and greet the audience did I understand. Their masks were worn beneath the skin, and they never took them off.
Masks are simple. They express their emotions directly, unlike humans.
Phragmites australis. Don't be fooled. These fungal spores are the root of the problem. It's from these that the parasite spreads its tendrils. Look how it has sucked the life from this tree.
The king's story is incomplete. Come to the tower. Honor my posture. Love thyself.
Ah, there's one less fungus. A good start. Timber! You've beaten back the parasitic growth. It was so beautiful here, and then the spores of corruption began to thrive on all that beauty. The swamp can fight against this toxic invader. Ah, I feel lighter, don't you? The most precious ingredient the swamp has to offer. This fragile lily-crowned flower. It seems that such beauty can only thrive here, in this hostile environment. Remind you of anyone? At last, you can create the mask of the Tower Guardian. They're just a dummy, like all the rest. There's nothing special about them anymore. A beautiful mask. This is, or was, a Tower Guardian. The towers are silent now, of course, but the locals always reserved the most elaborate masks for their guardians.
This was a guardian of the swamps before the corruption took hold. See its mask? This is the pinnacle of the Maskmaker's art.
It is not you who creates the mask, but the mask who creates you.
Another fragment of the ancient master's mask is in that tower. Find it for me. Good. The tower allows you in. Faithful apprentice. Once in there, I cannot follow. Ascend the tower for me. Find the fragment of the master's mask, and ignore everything else. Got it?
It is good to see you again. The so-called king has his apprentice, eh? Remember, you are wearing other faces, but your path is your own to choose. Already you can tell that all is not what it seems, right? Good. Perhaps you do have some sense underneath that mask. These towers once linked the realm to the workshop, so it is here that the last of our power remains. Climb the tower. I am waiting. I can't promise you will like what I have to show you, apprentice, but I will not lie to you. In some ways, this place is the most dangerous in the kingdom. because here you must deny vanity. The king wants to keep you a faithful disciple and follow his footsteps, but you have more potential than he will tell you. So I have unlocked your abilities a little. There. You will no longer need to return to the workshop to choose a new mask. You can now change mask on the spot. Take up a mask and try borrowing into these two guardians to discover what you can do. Good. Now, borrow into the other. Good. Now, ascend the tower. So, tell me everything about yourself. Oh, of course, you're in one of the, locals. Do not worry. They are empty automata, wood animated by the magic of this place. An ingenious way to allow you to access this realm when we thought it was cut off completely. Watch out for splinters, though. There you are. I can't see your true shape, but then I am not myself either. I am Neo, Mask of the Swamps. Mine is the first secret law of Carnival. Be proud, love thyself, but do not allow vanity to take root, lest you lose yourself in the masquerade. You met my siblings and I, poor fragments. But here, at last, we can speak as we once were. We will not harm you, whatever the king has told you. Or maybe he prefers to keep us secret these days. He has tried to paint over all trace of his story. But even if you change a story's mask, the story stays the same, unlike people. You must remember a story you heard long ago in a distant place, a mask shop. Remember that you are not just a wooden dummy standing where he has put you. Remember, you are more than the mask. Now, get close to me and take off my mask. You will discover the truth.
So the master had his apprentice. The nameless boy grew up amid the paint pots and false faces of the mask shop. The boy learned fast, and he was gifted at the old techniques, tying feathers and mixing pigment and shaping wood. The master told the boy tales of the magical lands he had traveled through, searching for inspiration and components for his masks. Bright islands, deep forests, and high peaks. The boy dreamed of exploring these places for himself, discovering things the master had missed, and always his master promised, soon, when you are ready. The old master taught him the 3 secret laws of Carnival. The 3 laws which keep those who would create new faces from becoming lost in masquerade. Firstly, you must love thyself and deny vanity. Second, know thyself to escape oblivion. And third, be open and tolerant to defy isolation. But it seemed that for every wondrous story of the Maskmaker's craft, there was another rule the boy had to learn.
Another rule that showed he was still not yet ready. The Maskmaker kept his secrets. He would not allow the boy to read his ancient blueprints, handed down from Maskmaker to Maskmaker, and the boy could never enter the Master's secret workshop, where he created his finest masks. For it is dangerous to make new faces when you do not yet know your own. Frustrated with rules and riddles, the boy would run away pockets full, searching for what lay beneath his own mask.
You begin to see. The mask begins to slip. Now you must continue your journey. We three spirits are trapped in shop, weak and fragmented, where we were first broken apart. Only in these ancient towers can we enter the mask realm, where the king's power is weakest, and speak to you as we once were. Reach the other two towers. Speak to my siblings, learn the truth, and do not trust the king.